You're listening to a production of SportsLink Digital Radio.
And welcome live to Worthen Arena. Ball State took game one yesterday against the Queens Royals in a 3-0 sweep, the fifth straight sweep for these Cardinals. Today, Ball State looks to remain undefeated all time against the Queens of Charlotte in game number 2. I'm Brayden Carroll, Annaka, Whittey alongside. This is the SportsLink Men's Volleyball pregame show presented by Victory Honda of Muncie. How are you?
I'm great. What a game last night. I mean, the Queens Royals really showed up. Definitely not expecting them to play up to the standard that they did, definitely outlasting a lot of those long rallies, but Ball State coming out in the end as typically expected, but surely Queens will want that back tonight.
And really just a great performance all around. Patrick Rogers looked phenomenal. 15 points, 13 kills on 21 attacks. And what we really saw from him, what we've seen all season, is both the attacking side and on the defensive end, 6 digs. He was just all around a floor general.
Yeah, for sure. If you talk about a dynamic player, the first name that comes to mind on Ball State is definitely Patrick Rogers. He's really come into his own as a leader on this team, now being a senior. I mean, they call him Captain America for a reason. Already 130 kills, but also at the service line, he is a force to be reckoned with 17 total already, having 2 of those aces last night, and just 13 kills in a matter of 3 sets is crazy numbers, especially for the MEBA.
And for Queen, it's very difficult for the Royals. Caleb Williams, who came into that match as the leader in assists, wasn't out there, didn't play at all in game number 1. And in his place, you could just see something lost in the attack from Queens.
Yeah, for sure. On both sides, the offense was strong, but just Ball State came out stronger on the offense, showing through the final score of a sweep. Queens stayed in it the whole time. They scored 22 in the second and third sets, so they definitely showed up. But Caleb Williams not being there, obviously, again, something missing. He has an incredible attack percentage at a 5.71 clip. So it was definitely obvious that he wasn't there. But again, guys like Volleyball coming in with 7 kills, a .455 clip, and 4 blocks. He was also that dynamic player that really stepped in last night. Ended up being
a season high in kills and attacks for him against the Cardinals yesterday. We'll take a quick break here on the Ball State Men's Volleyball pregame show. This is SportsLink Digital Radio presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
Debit card, now featuring your favorite mascot, Charlie Cardinal. It's the perfect card for students, alumni, and lifelong fans, letting you show your Cardinal spirit with every purchase you make. And with Ball State Financial, you'll get all the convenience, security, and hometown service you deserve from people who love this community as much as you do. Explore the card in your hometown credit union at fcfcu.com/chirp. Ball State Financial, your hometown credit union.
Car we sell and are dedicated to helping our customers save time and money. All our pre-owned cars undergo a rigorous 182-point inspection and come with a 90-day warranty to ensure that you're getting a Victory quality vehicle. Plus, you'll get 2 years of complimentary oil changes and tire rotations. We're part of a top 15 dealership group and have an enormous selection of vehicles with access to inventory at over 45 locations. You always get more for your trade and the best possible rates with us. We have an excellent relationship with hundreds of lenders. Our exclusive Car Doc maintenance and membership program will help you save hundreds of dollars in the process of maintaining your vehicle. Lastly, our state-of-the-art body shop and certified technicians perform high-quality repairs and paintwork on most vehicle makes and models. Victory Honda of Muncie. We're not just another car dealership.
It's not the moment. It's the moment before the moment. The moment you make a choice. The moment you take control. The moment only you can own. Gainbridge lets you invest on your terms. So you're not only in charge of this moment, but all the moments to come. Start investing now.
Medals or engraved keepsakes right here in Muncie? Head to Awards Plus, your hometown expert for over 25 years. Located at 301 West Main Street, they're the area's leading trophy shop, serving the Muncie and surrounding area. Awards Plus delivers top quality with attention to detail and fast, reliable service. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4. Stop by or call 765-282-3511. Awards Plus, where the achievements take center stage, a proud partner of Ball State Athletics.
The best stories in Ball State sports, plus live broadcasts right in your timeline.
Follow us at BSU SportsLink. You're listening to Ball State Volleyball, streaming live with SportsLink Digital.
Now back to the arena.
Welcome back to Worthen Arena. Ball State Queens, game number 2 in this 2-match series coming up in just a little bit. I'm Brayden Carroll, Annaka Whittey alongside. Annaka, you look at that last game for Ball State, really impressive, but for both teams, service errors were a huge problem. It's going to be interesting to see how Queens cleans this one up, because one of their big limiting factors was just giving up points.
Yeah, for sure. On both sides, service errors definitely an issue. For the Cardinals, 12 service errors, but kind of making up for that with the 8 service aces. But when you look at the final scores of each set, yeah, it was a contributor, but they would have had a larger margin of victory if they didn't give up so many of those points, leaving those points on the table with the service errors. But with Queens, the Royals, 15 service errors, definitely a contributor in their loss. So it's something that can easily be cleaned up, but at the same time, under pressure like this, especially in conference play early, it could be a factor as well.
Taking a look at the starting lineups for Ball State, it's the same exact lineup as last night, except Will Patterson will be in the starting rotation. So we'll have Will Basilio, number 3, number 5, Adir Ben Schluss, number 9, Lucas Machado, number 16, Ryan Lewis, number 17, Victor Shears, the libero, number 19, Brayden Savitsky-Lynn, number 20, Patrick Rogers, and the aforementioned Will Patterson. Kind of interesting to see him get in. He only played a set against Queens, but he's a player that Coach Ian Dolo believes can be a factor.
For sure. He's at a towering height of 6'10", definitely a force to be reckoned with again in the middle. His ability to get blocks. He has 10 block assists, 1 solo block, 11 total blocks on the season already. And he didn't record any blocks yesterday, but at the same time, he was only in for 1 set. But Jacob Surratt, the typical starter for this team, isn't dressed today. We noticed in the warm-ups he was in a polo. So we already knew that Patterson would probably be stepping in for at the middle blocker position along with Brayden Savitsky-Lind, but that team put together with their height should definitely have an effect on the Royals tonight.
Jacob Surratt, second on the team in total blocks this season. Interesting that he will be out of the action today. Looking at Queens lineup, number 3, Nathan Vopel, who had a great game yesterday with 10 points, 7 kills. Number 4, Britton Skousen, lined up as a libero today. Number 6, Charlie Podgorny. Number 11, Chance Champagne. Number 12, Casey Moss, who was a star heading into the series. Haven't really seen much from him yet. Had 4 kills in 3 sets in match number 1. Number 14, Chris Peters, another libero. Number 15, Caden Sauer, and number 16, Reed Shuey.
Yeah, Casey Moss, I want to mention, coming into last night, I would have expected their goal as the Cardinals to stop him, and they did a pretty great job at that, only limiting him to 4 kills and 2 digs with his previous season high with 15 kills versus Barton earlier in the season. But again, mentioning Valpol, he stepped up in that role with 7 kills, and so did Champagne with 10 kills and 9 digs, nearly a double-double. So both of them stepping up for their previously known star player in Casey Moss.
As the starting lineup comes out for Ball State, quick look at the jerseys for both these squads. Queens and Ball State switching the colors today as the Royals wear the white jerseys with the blue trunks, blue lettering, and blue numbers on the back end. For Ball State, it's the red shirts with the red trunks, red letters, white trim, red lettering as well. Ball State will occupy the left side, Queens on the right side. Next Point is SportsLink's latest follow documentary, directed by Josh Bobe, produced by Will Chatterini and Keegan McClure. Next Point offers an in-depth look at the men's volleyball team, exploring their lives on and off the court. New episodes released the first week of every month, February through May, on YouTube at Ball State SportsLink. I was going to say .com like a normal read, excuse me. That's Ball State SportsLink on YouTube. Don't need the .com there. So looking at this matchup, Annaka, what are your keys for Queens especially to try and break through today?
first thing that comes to mind is limiting those service errors, as we mentioned earlier, and that could definitely apply to both teams. Again, 27 service errors total between both of the teams. Queens definitely needs to lean into their offensive presence more. Their defense was on point. They were spreading the floor very well, lasting in those extremely long rallies, and coming out with the point in a lot of those.
And for Ball State, you look at how the game went yesterday. It was sloppy. Really, every set was won in the middle portion. So how do you come out strong every single time?
I believe that the Cardinals need to have more of a libero presence. They didn't have much of that last night. They didn't have very many digs. They had 30 digs total, but in comparison to a lot of other games, it's not that much, and those digs didn't really come from the liberos as you would typically see. And with Queens, they had 26 digs. So from the stat lines, it seems like Ball State had a better defense, but I think that showing through the points out of those long-lasting rallies, again, Queens showed up. But for Ball State, spreading the floor a lot more and preventing Queens from getting those kills behind the back row.
Ball State heads into this one. They lead categories in most distinctions conference-wide, but in digs per set, that's one of their lowest categories, 5th in the conference with just around 8. So that's something that they'll be looking to improve on today. And this broadcast is produced by the students of Ball State Sports Link and presented by Victory Honda of Muncie. For your next new or pre-owned vehicle, drop by the showroom at the corner of McGalliard and Morrison Roads in Muncie, or visit victorymuncie.com. That's victorymuncie.com. The libero shirts today for Ball State in red is Victor Shear. And for Queens, it was the white libero shirts yesterday, but Chris Peters, the starting L, will wear the blue shirt and the blue trunks. As we await the ESPN cue to get going, DeForest Chapman, the Flash, the TOC today. He gives the thumbs up, and we're ready to go in Worthing. Ball State 9-1, Queens 5-3. Lucas Machado serves again, Cards left side, Queens right side. Up into the air, dug by the back alley. A set up straight down the pipe from Reed Shuey, rejected. Sent back to Queens, and a quick kill, courtesy of Caden Sowers.
Shearer trying to go for that dig, but was just short. Again, the libero presence is crucial in tonight's game for the Cardinals to get going and get that lead fast.
Charlie Podgorny serves for Queens, and the errors were a problem yesterday, still evident today. One right there to tie it up at 1-1.
And again, it seems like such a simple thing to fix, but under pressure, especially at the beginning of MIVA play in such a competitive conference, it could be somewhat effective.
Patrick Rogers earns an ace immediately for the Cardinals.
Patrick Rogers already getting started. Fantastic from the service line. That's his 18th ace of the season already.
18 aces, had 2 of them yesterday against Queens. 2-1 Cards in set 1. Here's the second go-around from Rogers, dug up by Peters. A chance up front on the near side. And again, Caden Soar does what he does best. He's been operating that loose end. Cards just try to send 2 defenders that way. Nothing doing there.
Yeah, that was Will Patterson and Ryan Lewis on the block attempt, and it just flew out of bounds.
2-2 tie in set 1. Then Queens kept it close in the early goings of each set. And another service error from Queens. That time is Chance Champagne, who was one of the leaders yesterday with 10 kills. 3-2 Ball State in set 1. The serve from Will Patterson, dug up by the libero Peters. A nice setup right up top by Podgorny, and finished off by Shuey.
A little miscommunication, Will Patterson trying to go for that reception there, but unfortunately just reacted a little bit too late.
3-3 tie. Back and forth we go. Reed Shuey looks to keep this one clean. 2 service errors already for the Royals. And a third.
Certainly was not expecting that many service errors. Already 3 this early. Roger Peluso on the sideline looking a little bit frustrated.
Can hardly blame him. It's been a big issue for Queens this season. Ryan Lewis with the serve up front. Opportunity for Casey Moss, dug up by Shear. Over to the far side with Will Basilio, and he earns the K.
What a force from the left Will Basilio is. The Canadian, just an addition of one of those international players that has made such an impact on this Ball State team.
We'll have an early challenge. Will Basilio operating the far sideline. Head coach Roger Peluso wants to make sure that actually stayed in. We'll take a break alongside. You are listening to Ball State Men's Volleyball on SportsLink Digital Radio, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
Behind every strong shoulder,
Good catch.
behind every strong team, is our highly skilled team of experts in orthopedics. IU Health is the official healthcare and sports medicine provider of Ball State Athletics, and we're here to keep you moving. From acute injuries to chronic pain and conditions, go where the athletes go. Walk-in appointments for new injuries are available Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. And you can always schedule a same-day or next-day appointment and wait from the comfort of your home. Visit iuhealth.org/MuncieOrtho to learn more.
You're listening to Ball State Volleyball, streaming live with SportsLink Digital.
Now back to the arena.
And in the arena, that coach's challenge won by Queens. So we're up to 4-4. Will Basilio's shot out of bounds.
Yeah, last night, Roger Peluso had a couple of successful challenges again, but definitely a smart choice looking into that.
Two first-year head coaches. Caden Soar with the serve. Send over by Patrick Rogers. Queens operates up front. Off the forearm, a nice serve. A nice set, rather, by Vopol. Sent back to the Cardinals, and a quick kill right in the front alley. That's Will Basilio. Lucas Machado, rather. 5-4 Queens. As actually that ends up as an error for Ball State. Excuse me. Dug up by Basilio. A chance for Ryan Lewis. He sends it just inside the far baseline.
Now Ryan Lewis, baby giraffe from the right side. Great presence in kills offensively, but also knows how to get those blocks.
5-5, Will Basilio serves. Across the webbing, diving dig by Queens. Over to the far side. Soar blocked, but goes out of bounds off the Cardinals. Combination of Patrick Rogers and Savitsky Lynn.
Pretty uncharacteristic of this team last night. Not a single block error by either team. So errors on both sides, just in different realms.
Casey Moss with a high setup for the serve and another service error. That's number 4 here in set 1.
I think I accidentally just predicted that.
Little announcer's jinx. It's hard not to predict it when they come in such mass volume. 6-6 tie in set 1. Cards chance the serve with Brayden Savitsky Lind. Dug up by Chris Peters. Set up right down the middle. Over to the far side. A clean block by the Cardinals, but out of bounds again. Ryan Lewis, Lucas Machado, guilty there.
Something that the Cardinals need to clean up are those blocks for sure. Already 3 out of bounds.
7-6 Queens. Nathan Vopol to serve. No service aces last night, 1 service error. This time a positive send-over. Dug up by Rogers. Soft touch up front by Will Patterson. Sent right back to Ball State's end, and Patrick Rogers tips it right back for a kill.
Moss trying to get that back and keep it in play, but just short.
7-7 tie. Lucas Machado to serve. Cards have yet to Gardner a service error. And now I've jinxed Ball State. 4-1 the service error count, 8-7 the actual score. Charlie Podgorny will give it a go. It's turned into a battle of who can keep the ball across. Wow, another error. That's number 5 in set 1. Over half of the points for Ball State have come by the Royals' own volition. Maybe Patrick Rogers can get this across. He will, thankfully. Chance down the middle, strong spike by Reed Shuey. Nobody home up center.
Scherer again trying to go for it, just short. Again, the libero presence is so crucial in situations where the dig is needed.
Chance Champagne will serve. 9-8 lead for Queens in set one. That one's across. Basilio with the dig. Set up. Lucas Machado. Basilio takes a go. Goes over. Not touched by Queens. Out on the far corner.
Basilio been putting a lot of power on those kills. Just a little too much. He'll definitely want that one back.
10-8 Queens in set number one. Champagne rises once more. Barely grazes over the net. Rogers with the dig. Machado looking for another assist. This time to Lewis. A diving dig on the back end. Champagne getting some work. Free ball to the Cardinals. Another chance. This time it's Patrick Rogers, and he arrives with a kill.
Who else but Patrick Rogers? A fantastic recovery by Skousen, but just a challenge for Patrick Rogers, and he succeeds and gets the Cardinals the point.
10-9 Queens in set one. Cardinals chance to knot it up with Will Patterson at the service line. Softly over to Chris Peters. Podgorny sets up far side, near side rather with Moss. Dug by Rogers. Push over from Lucas Machado. Far end blocked by Queens and goes out on the ground. Cardinals side for a point. Royals.
Patterson running after it to keep it alive, but afraid that he would run into his teammates on the sideline.
This time we'll see Jack Anderson, the redshirt freshman, only played 2 of the 3 sets last night. He'll serve for Queens, up 11-9. Rogers dig down the pipe. Machado sets up Savitsky Lynn. Dig again by Podgorny. Chance for Sower, triple block, out of bounds again off of Ball State. That's 3 blocks now that have grazed in the black space of the floor. It's unlucky for Ball State and worthy of a timeout for Mike Iandolo.
Iandolo, the first-year coach, formerly the assistant coach under Donan Cruz, now at Hawaii, one of the best teams in the nation as well.
Well, 12-9 the score when we return. Queens, the advantage in set one. This is Ball State Men's Volleyball and SportsLink Digital Radio, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
Victory Honda of Muncie. We're not just another car dealership, and here's why. We stand behind every car we sell and are dedicated to helping our customers save time and money. All our pre-owned cars undergo a rigorous 182-point inspection and come with a 90-day warranty to ensure that you're getting a Victory quality vehicle. Plus, you'll get 2 years of complimentary oil changes and tire rotations. We're part of a top 15 dealership group and have an enormous selection of vehicles with access to inventory at over 45 locations. You always get more for your trade and the best possible rates with us. We have an excellent relationship with hundreds of lenders. Our exclusive Car Doc maintenance and membership program will help you save hundreds of dollars in the process of maintaining your vehicle. Lastly, our state-of-the-art body shop and certified technicians perform high-quality repairs and paint work on most vehicle makes and models. Victory Honda of Muncie. We're not just another car dealership.
Welcome back to Worthen Arena. 12-9 the score with a serve from Queens out of the timeout. A hit over by Voppel, just barely stays in along the Ball State sideline for a kill.
Voppel again last night, huge from the offensive standpoint with 7 kills. Trying to run that back, but unfortunately just reaching the black on the Terraflex.
And we'll have another review here. This time Mike Iandolo will give it a go. 13-9 is the score. So the first review here. Mike Iandolo didn't have a single coaching challenge yesterday. Willing to check this one out early in set one.
Excuse me, the kill was counted by Voppel. From here, it looked like it was out. So something to look into for sure, especially from our view on the near side.
We'll keep it here as we await the coach's challenge. Next point is SportsLink's latest Follow documentary, directed by Josh Bobe, produced by Will Chatterini and Keegan McClure. Next Point offers an in-depth look at the men's volleyball team, exploring their lives on and off the court. New episodes released the first week of every month, February through May, on YouTube at Ball State SportsLink. Bit of a longer challenge here. Here's the official ruling. And it's a reverse again. Both coaches one-on-one, 1-4-1 on their decisions. And it'll be 13-9 Queens with a serve for Ball State.
Yeah, I would have been surprised if that kill was upheld.
So Ryan Lewis will serve as we await the go-ahead. 12-10 the score, with the change. Ryan Lewis comes into this one having played 3 sets in the first game. Double-digit points, 9 kills on 22 attempts, alongside 3 blocks, 3 digs.
Yeah, just as a sophomore, he's been a crucial part of this team on the right side.
Now we're ready for the action. Cards down 2. Lewis, strong serve, dug up by Peters. Up front, Podgorny sets up a chance for Champagne. What a smack off the arms of the Cardinals and for a kill. Beautiful from Champagne.
Yeah, just tried to be dug up by Rogers, but unfortunately hit Ryan Lewis on the left side of his face, but they seem to have laughed it off.
13-10 Queens. Caden Soar across. Rogers with the dig. Machado sets up Ryan Lewis near side, finds the gap in the back alley for a point. Louis. 13-11 Ball State. Will Basilio's turn at the service line. Had a service ace in last match. Gets this one over. High setup from Chris Peters forces the free ball. A chance far side with Rogers. Great dig from Champagne. Sent back to the Cardinals' end. Shear dives for a dig. Rogers gives it a second chance. Way too strong, out of bounds.
Yeah, Peters, great keeping that alive. Queens, they were spreading the floor perfectly. Incredible defense. And Shear really made that effort to get the dig for the Cardinals. Patrick Rogers just put a little bit of too much sauce on it.
Casey Moss will serve for Queens. 14-11 the score in set one. He has 2 kills, 3 digs already. Dug by Shear. Right down the middle, Brayden Savitsky-Lind rises for a kill.
Savitsky-Lind, a great member of the blocking staff, but he knows how to attack offensively too. His first kill of the night.
This is around the point when Ball State started to take advantage in set one. We'll see what happens here. Down, 14-12. The serve dug by Peters. Another setup from Podgorny. This time it's over to Sower, out of bounds, off of the block again from Ball State. Point Queens.
The blocking seems to have been a really big issue for the Cardinals tonight. Something to clean up, but it's especially difficult to get those successfully without a net violation.
Voppel serves way too strong. Yet another service error for the Royals. Number 6 here in set number 1. Lucas Machado serves, 15-13 Queens lead. Dig, chance far side, awkward looking Karam from Sauer, dug by Ryan Lewis. Machado sets up Lewis, he'll get a kill.
Baby Giraffe, a fantastic read on the gap there. Sauer just unable to read that perfectly and get there on time.
15-14, the lead down to 1 for the Royals. Lucas Machado rises again. Swiping dig from Moss, sent back to the Cardinals' end. Shear saves it, Lewis saves it, and it touches the ground with 3 touches. It looked like Shear got in there, Basilio, then Lewis, not realizing that third touch already happened.
Yeah, unfortunate. It was great awareness defensively from the Cardinals, but could not capitalize.
16-14 Queens. Podgorny the serve. Across with Shear. Machado sets up near side. Patrick Rogers double blocked, stays on the Queens side. Another chance near end. Raises around the net and stays with the Royals for a Ball State point.
Ball State down by 1 in this first set. Uncharacteristic of this team, usually running away with it in later sets.
Patrick Rogers at the service line again in set one. 16-15, the Queens lead. Dug by Chris Peters. Podgorny sets up Shuey, sent back by the Cardinals. Free balled. Rogers, Machado. What a combination, and Will Patterson finishes it off.
Will Patterson starting off a little bit shaky in this set, but definitely coming into it not having that much starting experience with Surrett out.
Knotted up at 16 in set one. Rogers the service. High arcing dig, touches the video board, and I don't think Queens was ready for it. That's a service ace for Patrick Rogers, number 2 already. And a timeout from head coach Roger Peluso. 17-16 when we return. Cardinals starting to find their footing in set one. This is Ball State men's volleyball on SportsLink Digital Radio.
Sometimes it's not the moment. It's the moment before the moment. The moment you make a choice. The moment you take control. The moment only you can own. GameBridge lets you invest on your terms. So you're not only in charge of this moment, but all the moments to come. Start investing now.
We have 2 very special guests on our program. Introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, I like it.
So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip?
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
You're listening to Ball State Volleyball, streaming live with SportsLink Digital.
Now back to the arena.
Welcome back. Worthen Arena, the score 17-16 Ball State in set one. Queens had an early go, but really it's been the service errors so far for the Royals. 6 compared to the Cardinals 1. Patrick Rogers will serve here out of the timeout. Head coach Roger Peluso. Dug by Chris Peters. Touch of the antenna. And Queens is guilty there. That's Champagne on the far side.
Just a seemingly little violation, but turning into a 4-0 run now for the Cardinals.
18-16. Much more cushion for Ball State. Patrick Rogers the serve. Dug by Champagne. Peluso goes to the near side. A chance up front for Caden Sower. And it goes out of bounds. Self-inflicted wounds starting to become the story for Queens. And another timeout by head coach Peluso. Just looking at the stats, Annaka, you have 6 service errors, 4 attacking errors for Queens. And for Ball State, only 6 combined errors.
Yeah, for sure. At the service line, the Cardinals are taking the cake tonight. Only 1 service error, 2 service aces already. But just those blocking errors being the story right now for the Cardinals. They would be ahead by much more if those blocks were successful, but unfortunately falling out of bounds. But for Queens, again, as you said, the service errors, already 6. Had a streak of them with those side outs going back to Queens. They get the opportunity to serve again, and before you know it, it's back on the Cardinals side.
Busy day here in the MIVA, taking a look at some scores around the conference. Loyola Chicago leads McKendree 21-13 in set 1. Set 3, having taken set 1 and 2. Purdue Fort Wayne took set 1 over Northern Kentucky 25-12, and Lindenwood has a 5-point lead in set 1 over Lewis. Plenty of action that we'll keep you updated on throughout this match. Patrick Rogers here serving once more out of the final timeout of set 1 for Queens. Peters with the dig. Set up from the back alley to Champagne. Over the triple block, Rogers with the dig. And a net violation from Ball State. Will Patterson, Will Basilio, Ryan Lewis involved, somebody touched.
Again, the blocking game being an issue for the Cardinals, something that needs to be cleaned up if they're wanting to make a more convincing win tonight for night 2 against the Royals.
Champaign has been clean so far from the service line, but had 2 service errors yesterday, 19-17. Here he goes. Great serve. Basilio goes diving for the dig. Up front, Will Patterson sends it back to the Queens side. Free balled over. Lewis softly touch. He wants a net violation. We play on. Free balled by Queens. Rogers digs. Machado up front. Patterson earns the K.
Patterson finally cleaning that up. Again, those simple mistakes in the first few rallies of this set. But he's getting more confident, and you can definitely tell.
Connor Dell checks in for Queens. 20-17 the score. Ball State to serve again. Will Patterson softly to Dell. Podgorny sets up Soar. Across from far to near side and over the head of Ryan Lewis. That's a point for the Royals. Much needed.
Just another thing for the Cardinals, as I said earlier, they need to spread the floor more, not leaving those coffin corners of extreme distance. Machado and Rogers in the back row trying to get that, but just too short.
Shuey serves for Queens. Far to near side. Basilio, Machado, Lewis. Nice dig back end by Queens. This time Connor Dell gives it a go. Double block from the Cardinals. Touches on the Queens side.
Lewis and Savitsky Lynn getting a piece of that one. A good successful block from the Cardinals.
21-18. 4 away in set 1. Ryan Lewis to serve. 2 service aces yesterday. Dell denies this one. Podgorny feeds Soar. Another double block. Sent to the Queen side. Back to Ball State. A whistle and another net violation. This time, Lucas Machado, the guilty party. That net is still rattling from the touch.
A good attempt from Machado, trying to get that defensive presence for the Cardinals, but that violation again.
21-19. Soar serves, dug by Rogers. Contention at the net. Machado wins over Connor Dell for a kill.
Machado immediately getting his redemption from that net violation. Good from him.
22-19, 3-point lead, 3 away in set 1. Basilio serve across. Dig by Peters, awkward. Saved on the far sideline by Podgorny. Great triple block again by Ball State, but again goes out of bounds. That's Caden Soar with the touch for the Royals.
You got to applaud the Cardinals for the attempt on being so aware of where the ball is going to fall in those blocks, but just finishing it off has been the issue.
Casey Moss comes in for Connor Dell. He'll be the server. Queens down 2, 22-20 in set 1. Dug by Shear. Machado, as he does always, assist. Soft pushover by Rogers, far side.
What a high IQ play by Patrick Rogers. Team USA gold medalist. He knows the game of volleyball probably better than anyone else on this Terraflex right now, and it has shown.
23-20. Tyler Wint comes in as a server specialist and is called for an error. That's a tough way to make your debut in game 2. Shear comes back in.
Just a freshman making those small mistakes, something that can be easily fixed.
23-21. The serve from Vopel, dug by Shear. Another chance for Rogers, far side, dug up by Shear. Soft touch by Moss, double blocked, back to the Queen side. Another double block, this time on Champaign. Stays with the Cardinals. Rogers, he's double K'd. Cards operate again. Machado sends it over. A chance for Soar. Over the block. Saved by Shear. Rogers, his spike rejected by the net. 23-22.
The defense firing on both sides, but such an unfortunate ending for the Cardinals. Shearer getting a piece. Basilio getting a fantastic dig to keep it alive.
Queens feeling much safer in set one. The serve over. Rogers, hard spike, great dig. Free balled essentially. Lewis has a chance. Machado to Patterson. Blocked back to the Cardinal end. Shear sets up Rogers. Tipped by the double block on Queens and out of bounds.
Patrick Rogers getting that kill back for himself. Now it is set point for the Cardinals.
24-22. May have a substitution from Queens. Instead, it will be a timeout. And actually a coach's challenge, excuse me. Interesting to me because that really appeared to touch the block from Queens. I understand the importance of this point. Don't want to give it up, but you know, do you always have to use the coach's challenge? I'm of the philosophy you don't when it's obvious.
Yeah, from here, I thought the touch was quite obvious by Queens and that Patrick Rogers successfully had that kill strategized and planned perfectly. So I would assume, from my view, that this call would still be upheld.
Really, the only way I could see this call being overturned, Annaka, is if this ends up being a net violation on Rogers, but that's so hard to see with 3 players right up at the net.
Yeah, for sure. But again, I thought it looked clean.
We'll find out after this challenge. For the best stories in Ball State sports, our latest videos and SportsLink program information can be found at ballstatesportslink.com. That's ballstatesportslink.com. And as always, this broadcast is produced by the students of Ball State SportsLink and presented by Victory Honda of Muncie. For your next or new pre-owned vehicle, drop by at the showroom, the corner of McAlliard and Morrison Roads in Muncie, or visit victorymuncie.com. A long, lengthy review on the scores table. Again, Ball State 9-1, looking to make it double-digit wins. As that coach's challenge unsuccessful for Roger Peluso. Point stays with the Cardinals.
Yeah, it looks seemingly clean from our angle, but at the same time, we are quite far, so there could have been something that we didn't see that was quite nuanced in that.
Lucas Machado looks to kiss away set one. Serve dug up by a flurry of Royals. Meet up at the net, back to the Royals side, sent by Champagne, dug by Basilio. Here's a chance for Ryan Lewis. Slapped over the block. They want a net violation. We play on. Soar gives it a go. Sheer digs. Rogers has his turn. Triple blocked in. This time it stays in for Queens. 24-23, 1 point away from staying safe in set one.
What a block in the front row by the Royals, staying alive. If the Royals get another point here in this next rally, then this set will have to go up to 26.
Ike Ndolo does want to challenge this one for a net violation earlier in that play. I don't blame him. The net certainly rattled halfway through. It's just a conversation of whether it was Ball State or Queens doing.
Coaches using their challenges quite a lot. Having a couple successful ones. Roger Peluso with a couple of failed ones as of now.
Hard not to be on the edge of your seat if you're a Queens fan. This Royals program, you know, a very new, started play in 2018. Have played Ball State every season, basically. Cards lead 8-0 all time, and Queens has never won a set at Worthen Arena. So you got to think, I mean, for the reasoning behind head coach Peluso maybe going to those challenges is, hey, we want everything that we can get. And in terms of challenges this time, it's won by Ndolo. It is a net violation on Queens. An anticlimactic end to set one, 25-22.
Cardinal chaos and the rest of Worthen Arena rumbling after quite a shootout in set one. Applauding both sides, the Royals putting in their utmost effort to try and win their first set here in Muncie.
Cardinal chaos on their feet, 25-22 Ball State in set one. We'll be right back. This is Ball State Men's Volleyball and SportsLink Digital Radio, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix, guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with lower prices on over 1,000 items. And you never compromise your appetite with our golden brown bread that's baked fresh in store. And you never compromise your wallet with our lower prices. Hand it to Kroger shoppers. You never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
Hey Cardinal fans, show your pride wherever you go with the Ball State Financial Debit Card, now featuring your favorite mascot, Charlie Cardinal. It's the perfect card for students, alumni, and lifelong fans, letting you show your Cardinal spirit with every purchase you make. And with Ball State Financial, you'll get all the convenience, security, and hometown service you deserve from people who love this community as much as you do. Explore the card in your hometown credit union at fcfcu.com/chirp. Ball State Financial, your hometown credit union.
Today we have two very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, I like it.
So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip?
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
Ranked #1 in the nation by the Broadcast Education Association. This is Ball State SportsLink with SportsLink Digital Radio.
Thanks, Rowan. Worthen Arena, 25-22, a set 1 win for the Cardinals. That's 4 sets to Queens 0 overall in this series. Brayden Carroll, Annaka, Whittey alongside. What'd you see in that first set, outside of service errors, really, that did Queens in?
Well, with Queens, they had the defense, and they were keeping those long rallies alive just as they did. They were catering to their strengths. But sometimes when you're up against the 9th team in the nation, when you're against Patrick Rogers, Ryan Lewis up in the front row, and an attacking setter like Machado, who knows how to get kills while also getting the assists at the same time, sometimes you got to do all that you can. But unfortunately, it just didn't capitalize for Queens, and those failed challenges for sure played a part.
And you have to think, for Queens, a team that hasn't played any ranked opponents yet, look at last season, this squad went 5-2 in January. They were 5-2 this year. It's always a struggle getting into MIVA play, having to face off against ranked opponent after ranked opponent in series after series like they have to this year.
Yeah, for sure. And the Royals have only been in the MIVA since 2024. Before then, they were an independent association. So still a new realm, especially with a new coach like Roger Peluso. But he seems to have been doing a fantastic job with this program, staying in each set that they have had in Worthen tonight and last night.
So the team switched sides. Queens on the left side, Ball State right. Serve from the Royals to kick off set 2. It's Podgorny over to the Cardinal end. Tipped over by Will Patterson. A chance for Queens again. Champagne over the triple block. Stays with the Cardinals. A nice diving dig. Free balled by Ryan Lewis. Queens operates again over the triple. BLK. Stays with the Cardinals. Free balled again. Chance from the back alley. Casey Moss steps up for a kill after a long rally.
Moss, definitely a guy that the Cardinals have to stop. They did a great job last night, only limiting him to 4 kills. But if he gets hot, it's similar to a Patrick Rogers situation. He can bring the heat offensively.
Moss a 9% attack rate yesterday. Great to see him get going here. Podgorny's serve just goes over the net. A strong hit up front by Will Patterson. Gives a pat to the assister, Lucas Machado. A good kill for Ball State.
Again, Will Patterson making a presence known in this game. That kill just grazed the line seemingly from here.
Machado serves, dug up on the back line by Moss. High setup over to Soar, sent back to the Cardinals. Ryan Lewis gives it a go. Blocked, stays with Ball State. Now Patrick Rogers, he's blocked. Great dig on the fly by Basilio, sent back to Queens. Soar gives it another chance. Great dig by Shear near side. Over to the far end with Lewis. Dug on the back end. Soar tries hard slap. Great kill.
Wonderful by Basilio getting those digs, catering to his defensive strengths. You wouldn't expect much of that out of an outside hitter, but with him, he was running all over the place with Shearer, to try and keep that rally alive.
Sora's done a great job throughout this match, and there's a service ace for Queens. Champagne finds the open gap down the middle.
First service ace for the Royals tonight. Great to contradict all of those 6 service errors in the first set.
3-1 for Queens, 2-point lead here in set 2. Serve dug by Shear. Over by Rogers. Queens works near side. Soar over the triple block, dug on the back end by Basilio. Here's a chance for Ryan Lewis, another dig, this time by Queens. Set back and a beautiful kill from Casey Moss. He's starting to cook up. Roger Peluso likes what he sees.
In great work by Britton Skousen, running all over the place just like Basilio, but the defensive specialist that Skousen is, he's getting to work tonight.
Champagne serves again, a 4-1 lead for Queens and a service error to end the run.
Champagne backing up that service ace with an error, seemingly going back to their old ways. Hopefully they can clean that up to stay in here.
Ryan Lewis, a soft serve, dug by Chris Peters. Podgordy sets up near side, far side with Casey Moss, a double block from Ball State. Ryan Lewis, the main beneficiary.
You hear the monster block chants. Will Patterson also getting a piece of that one.
4-3 Queens, another serve for Ryan Lewis. Soft dig, touches the net. Casey Moss went diving to keep that one up. And an awkward carom off the forearms results in an ace.
Another service ace for Patrick Rogers, something that he does best, controlling the service line.
Patrick Rogers, 4-4 in set 2. Hard serve, Champagne digs. Up front, a chance for Shuey, blocked, sent back to Queens. This time Sora will give it a go. Over the block, out of bounds, last touch by Ball State.
Shearer trying to run after that one to prevent that rally from ending in favor of the Royals. But again, just short.
5-4 the score. Queens still with the advantage. High arcing serve from Shuey, dug by Rogers. Up front, Will Basilio works the near side for a K.
Will Basilio with his first kill tonight. Already has 4 digs to his name. Along with Victor Shearer, they've been running the defense in those high-pressure situations tonight.
First kill after 5 attempts, 5-5 the score. The serve from Ball State up front, another double block, this time on Nathan Vopol, and again graces out of bounds off the Cardinals.
Another attempt by Savitsky, Linden, Lewis. Something to clean up for sure, as I've said. The blocking game is crucial.
6-5 Queens, another serve for the Royals. Caden Soar sends it over. A chance up front, Savitsky Lind sends it out of bounds.
Something uncharacteristic from Savitsky Lind, historically having a fantastic attack percentage. 4.58 coming into this game.
Soar's serve results in an ace. Everybody in position for the Cardinals, but Patrick Rogers just watched that one go by. A backwards K. So 8-5 Queens, a solid 2-0 run in the build here. Dug by Rogers up front. Will Basilio goes for another kill. Did that one stay in along the near sideline? No, it did not. The run continues for Queens, 9-5 in set 2.
The line judge on the near side said it stayed in, but on the far side, out.
Tough break for the Cardinals. Soar sends it over, this time, no doubt, way out of bounds on the error. A reoccurring problem, 8 service aces for Queens. And it is 9-6 Queens with the lead still. Lewis with the serve, dug up by Chris Peters. Up front, Champagne goes flying, blocked by the Cardinals. This time it stays in along the far sideline.
Definitely a needed block there by the Cardinals after all of those flying out of bounds. And an attempted revival by the Royals, but it goes out and off the foot of Roger Peluso.
9-7 Queens, Card serve across. Champagne with the dig, a chance for Soar. Dug up by Shear. Over to the far side, Ryan Lewis earns a kill. Works the coffin corner near edge.
Voppel and Moss trying to get a block out of that, but it hit both of their hands and flies out of bounds.
9-8 Queens. Ryan Lewis rises again. Across, that one might have stayed in. It does, a service ace. Much like the ace allowed by Ball State earlier. Everybody in position. Champagne just didn't make a move, and that will bring in a timeout from Roger Peluso. We are knotted at 9 apiece when we return. Here in set 2, Ball State men's volleyball on SportsLink Digital Radio, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
Looking for flawless awards, trophies, plaques, medals, or engraved keepsakes right here in Muncie? Head to Awards Plus, your hometown expert for over 25 years. Located at 301 West Main Street, they're the area's leading trophy shop, serving the Muncie and surrounding area. Awards Plus delivers top quality with attention to detail and fast, reliable service. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4. Stop by or call 765-282-3511. Awards Plus, where the achievements take center stage. A proud partner of Ball State Athletics.
Today we have two very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, I like it.
So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip?
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
Welcome back to an arena. 9-9 tied up here in set 2. Cards won set 1, 25-22. The Royals, a solid run earlier in this set. Cards have built up a 4-0 stretch in the last 4 points. Royals with one timeout left in set 2. Here's a high serve from Ryan Lewis. Dug up by Champagne. A chance over to Shuey, far end, over the block, stays with the Cardinals. Free ball by Will Basilio, and may have had a net violation there as the point goes to Queens.
Seemed to have been a double touch.
Will Basilio's confused as he has, Lucas Machado, has a conversation with the net official. We get a look at the video board, touches it one time, and then goes up for the block. That is a second touch. As I think he was expecting Queens to join him along the net for some contest. We play on. The serve from Queens. Hard kill from Patrick Rogers. Beautiful spike rising high up.
His 5th kill of the night along with 3 service aces. A big part of the offense for the Cardinals.
So 10-10, the tie here in set 2. Basilio serves. Dug up by Moss. Soft tap over by Voppel. Ball State works near side. Rogers, nice dig again from Moss. Blocked, we play on. Heavy contest up the middle between Rogers and Podgorny. And a net violation has to be the call. It is. Point goes to Queens with Rogers called for the foul.
Surely unfortunate for the Cardinals. Looked to have gotten that block, but just a little bit too much.
11-10 Queens. The serve from Voppel. Dug up by Ball State. A high spike from Brayden Savitsky-Lind and flies off of Voppel out of bounds.
The strength of that spike with the spin on it, hitting the middle of the near side of the Terraflex off of Voppel.
11-11, Brayden Savitsky-Lind at the service line. First time he's been there here in set 2. Barely grazes over the net. Shuey, double block, stays with Queens. Fakes going for the second attempt. Instead, to the far side was Champagne, and he touched the antenna. Point Ball State 12-11. The Cardinals, it's become a theme here against Queens, starting to earn the advantage during the middle parts. Savitsky Lind rises again. Chris Peters goes to the ground for the dig. Up front, Casey Moss goes flying. Great contest from Machado, but touches the net, hits the ground on the Cardinals' side.
A great reception by Queens from that high spin serve from Savitsky Lind.
Charlie Podgordy, 0 for 2 from the line yesterday. He serves here. Dug up by the Cardinals. Up front, a glancing shot from Will Patterson stays in along the near sideline. May have touched the white just barely for a kill.
Yeah, from here it looked like it seemed to have been out, but line judges say it stayed in for the Will Patterson kill.
Lucas Machado serves, Cards up 13-12. Dug up by Moss. Champagne over the triple block, stays inside. No, it does not. Point goes to Ball State.
Victor Scherer looking around to see the call. Definitely relieved to see that it flew out.
14-12, Lucas Machado serves again. Moss with the dig, free ball to the Cardinals. The setup, Machado. Soft touch by Patrick Rogers. Here's a chance for Queens. Far side, Caden Sauer over the block for a point. (14-13). Give credit to Queens. They've played these first two sets much closer than yesterday. Chance Champagne, the Glenview, Illinois native, to serve. Dug by Shear. Machado sets up Rogers. How do you do? Strong spike. 15-13, the Cardinal lead.
Strong that was. Champagne unable to revive that. And a fantastic kill again by Patrick Rogers.
Rogers rises on the end line. Softer serve than usual. Champagne digs. High arcing spike on the far end by Casey Moss. Goes out of bounds, but tipped up front by Will Patterson. Point goes to Queens, excuse me. And into the action for Queens. Roger Fredrickson, the outside hitter freshman, checks in. Elkridge, Maryland native. Really a server specialist on this team, much like Tyler Winty, comes in. Shear receives the dig. A chance up front from Will Basilio, double blocked and free balled by Queens. The setup, Rogers. Queens keeps it in play. We play on. A softer touch by Boppel, immediately blocked, immediately gets his own dig. Another chance near side. Now over to the far end, another block by Ball State. Caden Sauer could not get through Will Patterson and Machado.
Another monster block from the Cardinals, seemingly getting their blocking game back together.
16-14. Ball State with the lead. Fredrickson subs back out. The serve from Ryan Lewis. Champagne sets up Vopol, and he, with a hard spike, gets blocked by Brayden Savitsky Lind. Point Ball State, 17-14. Will Patterson serves. Dug up by Champagne. High flying set goes backwards, and Champagne just has to free ball it off of Podgorny's touch. From the back line, Savitsky Lind, Lucas Machado doing what they do best, and Rogers finishes it off. 18-14 Ball State.
The Cardinals spreading the wealth with kills. 6 players of the 8 that have checked in here tonight with kills.
18-14 Ball State. The serve over to Queens. Sewer with the spike, saved by Ball State from the back end. Rogers back over to the Royals. Moss gives it a go on the far end. A whistle and an antenna violation as Moss was way deep in the sideline far end. That ball looked to touch the antenna. 19-14, Ball State on a 3-0 run, 4-0 run now.
Ryan Lewis running almost into the TOC to keep that rally alive. Wonderful work by him.
Conversation with Chance Champagne. Sure, everything's clear. Wasn't the guilty party on that antenna violation as Casey Moss had the spike. Unsuccessful negotiation. But we'll have a timeout from head coach Roger Peluso. 19-14, Cards lead in set 2 when we return. This is Ball State Sports Link presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
Victory Honda of Muncie. We're not just another car dealership, and here's why. We stand behind every car we sell and are dedicated to helping our customers save time and money. All our pre-owned cars undergo a rigorous 182-point inspection and come with a 90-day warranty to ensure that you're getting a Victory quality vehicle. Plus, you'll get 2 years of complimentary oil changes and tire rotations. We're part of a top 15 dealership group and have an enormous selection of vehicles with access to inventory at over 45 locations. You always get more for your trade and the best possible rates with us. We have an excellent relationship with hundreds of lenders. Our exclusive Car Doc maintenance and membership program will help you save hundreds of dollars in the process of maintaining your vehicle. Lastly, our state-of-the-art body shop and certified technicians perform high-quality repairs and paint work on most vehicle makes and models. Victory Honda of Muncie. We're not just another car dealership.
Welcome back to Muncie, Indiana. 19-14, the Card lead in set 2, 1-0 match lead overall. Cards batting 250, Queens 220, and the advantage evident on the scoreboard.
Ball State really checking into their strengths now after an extremely close first set, getting that blocking game together, and it has definitely shown defensively.
You have to wonder, can Queens break the spell of falling late in sets throughout this series? Will Patterson serves out of the timeout, dug by Champagne, over to the far side. Casey Moss with an awkward bat. Cards operate. Machado sets up Rogers all the way from the back line to the front for a crisp spike.
Wow, just a fantastic kill. Again, the offense of the Cardinals is something to prep for sure, especially with a Queens team newer to the MIVA, newer to facing a Ball State team this strong.
Sent Champagne to the ground as he watched it fly by. He didn't know what to do with it. 20-14, Cards really starting to cook. Dug by Champagne up front, awkward looking play, free balled over by Caden Sauer. A chance again for Patrick Rogers, rises along the middle, dug up by Chris Peters. This time Shear over the triple block, Rogers with a dig. Machado went for a setup, instead went over the net, and the awkward positioning results in a violation. An unearned point, but a much needed point to break up the 5-0 run. So 2015, Queens down 5 with the serve. Caden Soar gets caught in the webbing. Unearned point in exchange for unearned point. 21-15, Ball State back at the service line.
Again, more points left on the table for Queens in those service errors. The 9th one of the night.
Lewis to serve, and he gets an error himself. That one's strong and wide. He was the only player yesterday who served multiple times and ended up with a positive ace to error ratio. Unclean there, 21-16. Casey Moss will serve. This one's right down the pipe. Sheer digs. Machado from far side to near side. Basilio, you could hear that slap from the crowd mic. Worthy of a Ball State point.
Uncharacteristic of Skousen, typically able to get those digs successfully to keep the rally alive, but just too much strength from Basilio.
22-16, Basilio earns the service. Soft touch. Dug up by Moss. Up front, a chance for Ledbetter checking in for the first time this entire series. Rogers has a chance, blocked, and digs it up. Lewis operates far side. Beautiful kill right in front of Chris Peters, who could do nothing but watch.
Ryan Lewis getting it back after that service error that went wide off of Coach Roger Peluso's foot.
And just like that, Ball State a 7-point lead in set 2, 23-16. Basilio rises again, and that one is over the Ball State lettering on the end line.
Comparing the service errors from both of these teams, the Cardinals seeming to put too much force into the serve, but a lot of the Royals serves getting caught in the net.
Substitution for Queens as Caden Blue Ledbetter comes out. And the redshirt freshman Jack Anderson checks in. Not a very active player on this squad. What he does best is his role as a setter, has 20 assists this season. Compare that. He also has 4 service aces, but you compare that to his kill count, only 1 on the entire year. Much more of a rotational player.
Yeah, with an assist tonight, he recorded no stats, although he did check in last night. But getting that experience has been really wonderful for him as a setter, being that redshirt freshman and seeing no action last year.
Coach Peluso running through the rotation as he says, you know what, I've changed my mind. Jack Anderson hit the bench. We're going to bring in Nathan Voppel. I don't blame him, as Anderson was coming in as the server specialist. He had 2 errors yesterday with 0 aces, so maybe Coach Peluso trusting Nathan Voppel a little bit more here on a crucial point. 23-17, a long break here in the action with no timeout, by the way, and now the play's back in. Dug up by Basilio. Machado sets up Brayden Savitsky-Lynn. BSL with the K. And we are at set point.
4th kill for him to bring it to set point for Ball State. They have been a lot more cohesive as a team in this set with a 7-point lead now.
Ryan Lewis looks to put an end to set number 2, 24-17. Dug up by Champagne. Sauer, great spike between the block and Lewis. His dig attempt goes out of bounds, 24-18.
Savitsky-Lynn and Basilio trying to go for that dig, almost running into Josh Bobe, the director of Next Point.
Wonder if an interview may have gone wrong. Maybe they're giving him some backlash. Maybe that was intentional, and that's how the serve ends with, or the set ends rather, with a Caleb Williams service error. Now, he did not play at all in match number 1, and his first appearance today ends set number 2. Yeah, that's 2 anticlimactic endings to the sets. You had a coach challenge in set 1, and you have a service error for Queens. That'll bring us into the halfway point. 25-18. Cards lead 2-0. We'll be right back for the halftime report. This is Ball State Sports Link, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
Behind every strong hip and knee. Behind every strong shoulder.
Good catch.
Behind every strong team is our highly skilled team of experts in orthopedics. IU Health is the official healthcare and sports medicine provider of Ball State Athletics, and we're here to keep you moving. From acute injuries to chronic pain and conditions, go where the athletes go. Walk-in appointments for new injuries are available Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. And you can always schedule a same-day or next-day appointment and wait from the comfort of your home. Visit iuhealth.org/MuncieOrtho to learn more.
Today we have 2 very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, I like it.
So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip?
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
Victory Honda of Muncie. We're not just another car dealership, and here's why. We stand behind every car we sell and are dedicated to helping our customers save time and money. All our pre-owned cars undergo a rigorous 182-point inspection and come with a 90-day warranty to ensure that you're getting a Victory quality vehicle. Plus, you'll get 2 years of complimentary oil changes and tire rotations. We're part of a top 15 dealership group and have an enormous selection of vehicles with access to inventory at over 45 locations. You always get more for your trade and the best possible rates with us. We have an excellent relationship with hundreds of lenders. Our exclusive Car Doc maintenance and membership program will help you save hundreds of dollars in the process of maintaining your vehicle. Lastly, our state-of-the-art body shop and certified technicians perform high-quality repairs and paintwork on most vehicle makes and models. Victory Honda of Muncie. We're not just another car dealership.
You're listening to Ball State Volleyball, streaming live with SportsLink Digital.
Now back to the arena.
And welcome back. 25-18, the set 2 win for the Cardinals as Ball State leads 2-0 overall in the series after a 3-0 sweep yesterday. I'm Brayden Carroll, Annaka, Whittey alongside you. Look at how this match has gone. Queens had 6 more service errors than the Cards yesterday, and it's the same case today. It's been biting this Royal squad.
Yeah, for sure. Already in double digits with the service errors and ending off set 2 very disappointing with a service error. They're already at 10 after having 15 last night, leaving all of those points on the table, but still putting up a great contest against the number 9 team in the nation in the Ball State Cardinals.
It's a very distributed attack from Ball State today. You have 4 players with 4 or more kills. Patterson has 4, Savitsky Lind 4, Lewis has 6, and Patrick Rogers has 8 on 21 attempts. The distribution has certainly been something that Coach Iandola wanted to emphasize today. It's paid dividends.
For sure, and just about last week when they played Charleston, Iandolo's former team that he helped develop as a head coach, he prioritizes getting all of his guys some minutes and getting them all opportunities to contribute to each match. And we've definitely seen that. Lucas Machado, a setter, you don't usually see a setter getting those attacks, but he's had a kill tonight, 2 errors, but he has contributed on all ends for Ball State tonight.
It feels like for Queens, the transition to go with Soar as the main attacker has been the task today. He has double-digit kills already on just 21 attempts. That's a 38% rate. Just feels like the team around him has really struggled. I mean, you mentioned the errors throughout this one that Queens has had. 10 service, 11 on the attack, 1 on the block. It sucks that, his best series performance has come against Ball State. He has 16 total kills. He has 3 digs today, had 6 yesterday. The rest of the team is just struggling around him.
Yeah, and last night in kills with double digits, it was Champagne. Only 3 kills tonight. Passing the baton along to Sauer, who has double digits now with a 381% clip, 3 digs to his name, and a service error. He's been firing on all cylinders, and again, Casey Moss, he had that opportunity to get hot for the Royals, and he was there for a moment, already with 5 kills tonight in comparison to his sole 4 last night with 2 digs. He already has 3 digs tonight. Definitely playing better than last night, but still being limited by these Cardinals.
Taking a look at a scoop around the MIVA. One final score so far as Loyola took down McKendree in 5 sets, 25-16. An impressive top 15 win for the Ramblers. And then you have Purdue Fort Wayne so far. Lost set 1, 25-12. Set 2, 25-22, and right now leading 14-11 over the Norse. Brand new to men's volleyball in set 3, and then Lindenwood leads Lewis 5-2 in set number 3 with 2 wins in the first 2 sets. So we'll keep you updated on those.
Unfortunate for McKendree, that's Ball State's next opponent coming up next Thursday here in Worthen Arena. It'll surely be a good matchup for the Cardinals.
Cards have a really interesting start to the MIVA scheduling. This is the only series for the next 3 weeks that the Cardinals have. After this, it's just single match opponents. McKendree, then Lindenwood, then Ohio State. That's 3 straight ranked matchups. Northern Kentucky and Tusculum on the way after that to end February for Queens mentioned their lack of challenge in out-of-conference play. No ranked matchups while they have Ball State here. They have number 12 Ohio State on a series next week, and then number 11 Lewis the 20th and 22nd. And then McKendree to end February. That's a tough ask for a team that has struggled historically in the MIVA.
Yeah, and Queens definitely looking at that not super difficult non-conference schedule. You would assume when they start playing their ranked opponents that it would be a lot more difficult for them, but they have stayed competitive throughout this match.
Set 3 begins with Lucas Machado serving across to Queens. Chance from the back line. Champagne block, stays on the Cardinals' end. Ryan Lewis gives it a go. Across the triple block, dug by Soar far side. Chris Peters, high setup. The finish by Casey Moss down the middle, and it's a kill for Queens. Everybody reacted as though the point might have gone their way, but that was inside on the Royals' advantage.
It might have been touched by the block attempt because it seemed to have flown out of bounds.
So a Queens 1-0 lead to kick off set 3. Casey Moss the server, Roger Diggs. Machado up front. Will Patterson earns a kill off the forearms of Casey Moss, an unsuccessful dig.
Will Patterson, his 5th kill of the night. Just too much for the Royals to combat.
Tied at 1 apiece. Patrick Rogers at the back line. Strong service. Peters digs, barely stays in on the Queens end. Free balled over by Moss. Up front, Machado sets up Rogers. Rises high, earns the K.
It seemed to have gone off of Casey Moss's stomach, if I'm correct. Would have been an impressive way to keep that rally alive, but unfortunately the Royals just could not capitalize.
Yeah, he did his job, but when Rogers hits as fast as he does, what can you do? Here's a slower serve over to Queens. Up front, high slap over the triple block. And Champagne sends that one out of bounds. Was not touched by Ball State. So 3-1, the advantage for Ball State. Victor Shear, the libero. The serve from Patrick Rogers goes out of bounds strong.
Patrick Rogers always with those strong serves, commonly turning into aces, but just too much force on that one to fly out of bounds.
Nathan Vopol, the middle hitter, the server here. Dug by Rogers up front. Machado sets up Will Basilio, and he gets the kill.
Getting that point back on that error preceding.
Brayden Savitsky-Lind checks in. A libero-less lineup as Victor Shear comes out. 4-2, the Cardinal lead. Patterson the serve. Swiping dig. A chance far side for Shear. A whistle on the tap. And a net violation up front by Brayden Savitsky-Lind. Interesting because he was out of position. Didn't need to go up for it. 4-3, Ball State with the lead. Queens with the serve. Charlie Podgorny up at the line. Strong serve. Shear with the dig. Machado aims for the assist to Lewis. Nice dig on the back end by Moss. Up front with Champagne. Grazes it over the triple block. Rogers with the dig. Set up by Machado, and he gets the kill.
Casey Moss angry at that one. Tried to dig it up. Smacked the Terraflex in frustration. Cards up by 2 here in the 3rd set.
It's been that type of series for Queens. Again, the Royals in program history have never taken a set at Worthen Arena. 5-3 the score, the serve from Ryan Lewis. Dug up by Queens, up front. Great double block. That might end up being a solo block, actually, by Brayden Savitsky-Lind on Caden Sauer.
Machado with the help on that one. Again, might have just been a solo block for Savitsky-Lind, but Machado definitely being a team player here in the front row.
Good eye. Machado definitely got a paw on that. Don't want to not give him credit. The serve from Ryan Lewis up front. A whistle before contact, and make it illegal contact on Queens. Somebody went flying a little too high for that ball, maybe grazed the antenna as Caden Sauer looked like he did so. 7-3 Ball State. Ryan Lewis serves here. 2-0 match lead for the Cardinals. 7-3 set lead, and that's a service error. Couldn't catch the coffin corner near side.
Yeah, just a little too close there for Ryan Lewis. Flying just a tiny bit out of bounds. Again, those service errors have been results of too much force tonight for the Cardinals.
Queens down 7-4. Champagne serves for the Royals and catches the webbing.
Trading service errors here. Champagne with a couple to his name, but also with a service ace.
Cardinals back up 4. Will Basilio at the line to serve. Down the middle, dug up by Chris Peters. Sent up top, Podgorny. Assist Caden Sauer. And a Cardinal touched the net. Brayden Savitsky-Lind looked like the guilty one there.
An unfortunate net violation for the Cardinals because it was looking to continue in that rally.
8-5. Queens has gotten some points off of Cardinal mistakes here. Shear with the dig. Nice touch by Will Basilio. You know, as the main assister, he has this tendency. Sometimes he won't set it up. He'll just push it over with a glance. And he does so there for a point.
Yeah, he did that a couple times last night, working in favor of the Cardinals, but sometimes tricking the opponent into thinking otherwise.
BSL serves, 9-5 Cardinal lead. Dug up near side Moss to the far side with Sauer, and he gets the kill.
Ryan Lewis trying to keep that alive and dig it up. Probably hit the wrong part of his left fist trying to get that dig.
9-6 the score. He's able to keep it close in set 3. That serve glances over the net and out of bounds for a Cardinal point.
Yeah, unfortunate for Sauer. Cardinals now up by 4. Royals seeming to get tired and are losing it a little bit after being extremely competitive throughout both of the matches of this series.
Lucas Machado serves for Ball State, dug up by the Royals. Near side, hit by Moss over the block. Cardinals end now. Will Patterson, a high arcing touch, and he gets the kill.
Will Patterson has just been phenomenal tonight, stepping in for Jacob Surrett, the typical middle blocker that would start in this position instead of Patterson, therefore. But Patterson checked in last night, didn't do much.
Machado serves again, cards up 5, dug by Moss, up front, right down the middle. Vapol finally ends this drought.
Machado a little bit disappointed and frustrated after that, thinking that he was going to dig it up, but his fists were just inches away from that dig.
Casey Moss serves for the Royals, 11-7 the Cardinal lead. Across and into the arms of Shear. Machado sets up Lewis far side. Great dig on the dive by Champagne, but no one's there to recover.
Sorer trying to revive that, But again, his fist just short of the ball.
The frustration continues for Queens. Patrick Rogers wants a new ball for this serve. 12-7, in set 3, a 2-0 match lead for the Cardinals. Rogers, what a kill, what an ace. Chris Peters caught looking.
Patrick Rogers with his 4th service ace of the night. 4 service aces, extremely impressive on his part to complement his double-digit 10 kills.
A new season high in the ace count for Patrick Rogers, but he gets an error right after hitting that milestone.
And I get credited with another announcer jinx.
Queens gets credited with another unearned point. They have to do something offensively here. The serve by Moss sent back by the Cards. Operation near side, Champagne rejected. Stays with Queens, this time over the block with Caden Soar, and it wasn't touched by Ball State before that ball goes out of bounds. Point to the Cardinals.
Yeah, the triple block attempt by the front row almost grazed the hands of that front row, but flies out of bounds instead.
Will Patterson serves for the Cards, up 6. Soft touch, and somehow that'll end up an ace. Casey Moss was right in position to dig, and he glanced it aside him and out of bounds. And that's the race to 15. 15-8 Cards in set 3 when we return. This is Ball State Men's Volleyball on SportsLink Digital Radio, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
Behind every strong hip and knee. Behind every strong shoulder.
Good catch.
Behind every strong team is our highly skilled team of experts in orthopedics. IU Health is the official healthcare and sports medicine provider of Ball State Athletics, and we're here to keep you moving. From acute injuries to chronic pain and conditions, go where the athletes go. Walk-in appointments for new injuries are available Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. And you can always schedule a same-day or next-day appointment and wait from the comfort of your home. Visit iuhealth.org/MuncieOrtho to learn more.
The best stories in Ball State sports, plus live broadcasts right in your timeline.
Follow us at BSU SportsLink. SportsLink is the official production partner of Ball State Athletics.
All the chirp you can handle.
You're listening to Ball State Volleyball, streaming live with SportsLink Digital.
Now back to the arena.
Worthen not really electrified by a 15-8 set 3 lead for the Cardinals, 2-0. It's kind of expected. Queens has never won a set here in Worthen, and that remains the case today. Brayden Carroll, Annaka, Whittey alongside, and 12 service errors for the Royals continues to define this match.
Yeah, for sure. We've been mentioning the service errors this whole entire match. It was the problem last night as well. They have 12 already here, just in the middle of the third set. They had 15 last night, not seeming to have mended that mistake between then and now. But Ball State with 7.
Patterson with the serve out of the race to 15 timeout. Up front, Champagne touched the net on his spike attempt. So another serve for Will Patterson, 16-8. You can see the energy starting to drain from the Royals. Substitution here is Carson Strawbridge, the redshirt sophomore, played 2 sets yesterday. Comes in for Chance Champagne. That might be a sign of defeat. Head coach Roger Peluso. Patterson serves for the Cardinals, glances over the net. Dug up back line by Moss. The give to Soar, far side, and he gets a kill. 16-9 working the sideline.
Soar trying to get his Royals team back in the game. Just unfortunately off the touch of the Cardinals in favor of those Royals.
Podgorny serves for Queens, down 7. Dug up by Rogers. Machado gives the set over to Ryan Lewis. Did that stay in on the end line? No, it did not. Point to Queens, 16-10 in set 3.
Just 2 small mistakes in a row for the Cardinals. Still have a great cushion of 6 points in the lead now.
Podgorny yet to earn a service ace this season. He's at the line here. Dug up by Will Basilio. Machado, another set. This time to Savitsky Lind. Hard slap off the Queens block and out of bounds on the Queens side. That's a point for BSL, and Ball State leads by 7. We have a substitution. Marty Canavan checks in as Ryan Lewis comes out. Starting to see some more of the reserves on both sides.
Marty Canavan did not see the Terraflex last night.
He comes in, almost earns an ace, barely saved by Chris Peters. Sent back to the Cardinal edge. Rogers dives for the dig, and nobody can recover. A big point for Queens to stay somewhat in set 3, down 17-11.
Yeah, off of Savitsky Lind, and Basilio almost does the splits to try and revive that. He seems to be okay, but that looked quite painful.
6-point lead for the Cardinals. Number 6, Podgorny to serve for Queens. Dug by Rogers. Machado sets up BSL. Great block. My goodness, Casey Moss went flying side to side with BSL. That's a great defensive play.
Wow, that attempt at the slide attack, Casey Moss reads it perfectly. Perfect place, perfect time. Wonderful by the Royals.
Carson Strawbridge at the back line to serve, down 5. Dug up by Rogers. Machado gives to BSL again. Again, he can't score. Queens has a chance to work. Over the triple block. Peyton Soar manages to get that under and worthy of a point.
Great blocking attempt by the front row, but just that small space in between them and the net. The ball is just wedged through.
A much-needed score and run. 3-0 for Queens. Strawbridge the serve. Rogers digs. Machado sets up Basilio far side, and that ends the run. Off of the Queens block and out of bounds far side.
Seeming to be off of Sauer's right hand and into head coach Roger Peluso.
Just another reason that he can't be satisfied with how this series has gone in Muncie. 18-13, Cards up 5, 7 away from a win. Basilio with the serve, glances over the net. A chance for Queens. A great spike up front by Caden Sora on the far side. Gets a kill just in front of Murray Canavan.
Yeah, Canavan trying to get his first dig of the night. Unfortunately, does not succeed in that.
The setter, Jack Anderson, now at the service line. 4 service aces this season. 18-14, the Cardinal lead. A soft touch over BSL with an unusual dig. Up front, Canavan goes for a spike from the back alley, recovered by Queens. Sent back over with a Basilio dig. Machado sets up Basilio. A high dig from Queens. Can they keep it in? A great save by Strawbridge and a behind-the-back free ball from Podgorny. And on the other end, Lucas Machado takes advantage of everybody out of position and gets a kill on the far side.
But Podgorny really going for that and keeping the rally alive. Again, the energy of this Queens team has been nothing short of remarkable, trying to get a set here in Muncie.
19-14, Brayden Savitsky-Lynn to serve. Cards look to improve to 10-1 on the season, 2-0 in conference play. High setup, strong serve. Dug up back end by Strawbridge. Up front, Sora on the far side. Great dig by Basilio into the scores table. What a save by Patrick Rogers. Will Basilio can't do anything with that as that ball was way, way behind the net. Great effort, but it is a Queens point.
Wow, you could hear the scoring table rattle as Patrick Rogers essentially jumps over it.
I think the loud rattle was also his foot planting on a chair. Luckily, he's okay. That could have been disastrous. Back into the action. Soar serves. Basilio digs. Up front on the far side. Patrick Rogers makes do. Strong vengeance with a point.
Making up for trying to revive the last rally. Just grazing the line on the far side to get the kill and bring the Cardinals to 20 here in the third set.
And now bring us to one more Roger Peluso timeout, 2015. Rogers with some poetic justice, and when we return, a 5-point lead, 5 away. Also a coach's challenge, so we'll give you the verdict when we come back. This is SportsLink Digital Radio, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
Looking for flawless awards, trophies, plaques, medals, or engraved keepsakes right here in Muncie? Head to Awards Plus, your hometown expert for over 25 years. Located at 301 West Main Street, they're the area's leading trophy shop, serving the Muncie and surrounding area. Awards Plus delivers top quality with attention to detail and fast, reliable service. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4. Stop by or call 765-282-3511. Awards Plus, where the achievements take center stage. A proud partner of Ball State Athletics.
Ranked number 1 in the nation by the Broadcast Education Association. This is Ball State Sports Link with SportsLink Digital Radio.
You're listening to Ball State Volleyball, streaming live with SportsLink Digital.
Now back to the arena.
Welcome back. Worthen Arena, 2015 lead for the Cardinals here in set 3, 2-0 overall in this match after a 3-0 win yesterday. Brayden Carroll, Annaka, Whittey alongside. This is a tough portion of the match for Queens. You know, Roger Peluso, give credit to him. He's tried to keep his team in it, has used every timeout, has used every coach's challenge that he can. It just feels like the errors have gotten behind Queens, and there hasn't been much of a recovery.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you definitely have to give credit to Roger Peluso. First-year head coach for the Queens Royals, formerly the assistant coach at George Mason, who Ball State just recently faced and also swept. But Roger Peluso has helped in the development of this Royals program in the MIVA fairly well and has kept the Royals in it this whole entire match.
And the challenge unsuccessful as the point stays with Ball State. We remain at 20-15 in set 3. One of many tough breaks for the Queens squad. 5-point lead, 5 away from victory. Lucas Machado at the end line to serve. Across and over. Dug by Moss. High setup from Strawbridge. Moss gets over the triple block. And that ends up just out of bounds on the near side.
Yeah, that triple block, the ball close to grazing them, but again, just misses and flies out of bounds.
Machado rises again. Up and across and out of bounds. 21-16. Queens needs a literal miracle to come back in this, let alone in set 3. Casey Moss with a serve to start. Dug by Rogers on the dive, free ball to the Queens side. A setup, Strawbridge, give to Soar. Dug by Rogers again, back in position. Machado sets up Rogers, great dig by Soar off the block. Soft push over near side from Strawbridge, recovered by Machado. Now to the far side with Marty Canavan, and he gets his first kill of the season to bring everybody to their feet.
Wow. Again, poetic from Marty Canavan. Didn't check in at all last night, but comes in tonight and brings the heat to add a kill to the Ball State stat line.
22-16 in set 3. Patrick Rogers with the serve. Across and into the forearms of Moss. Podgorny sets up Strawbridge, contention at the net with a double block, but gets right past the Cardinals' 4 point.
Yeah, Basilio trying to get the dig to keep that ball alive. He's been quite successful tonight already with 5 digs.
22-17, Va pulled the serve. Across with Rogers. Canavan goes for kill number 2, saved by Queens. Another attempt by the Royals. This time it's Reed Shuey with a K.
Reed Shuey, we haven't heard that name a lot tonight. Only with 5 kills now after quite a game last night.
Back into play off the Queens serve. Cards send it back to the Royals, and Reed Shuey back-to-back kills. He rose high at the front net.
Yeah, Queens doing a great job bringing that deficit in the 3rd set to only 3.
Bopple with the serve, dug by Basilio. Machado, back to Basilio. High off the double block, stays on the Cardinal side. Rogers, Machado, Canavan again, another block by the Royals. Cards operate. Soft touch on the back end by Will Basilio. Worthy of a point, and that just feels like embarrassment for Queens.
Basilio getting it back after trying to get those digs twice in a row, almost doing a back bend on one of them.
2 points away from a match sweep, a 2-0 series victory to start off MIVA play. Patterson with the serve, over to Shuey. Peters sets up Strawbridge from the front line. Blocked, saved with a dive from Lucas Machado, almost into the media table, back across and out of bounds. Will Basilio's attempt just too strong.
Wow, what an attempt by Patrick Rogers. Would have been a powerful way to send the Cardinals to set point here in the 3rd set, but just unfortunately too much.
Chance for Podgorny went too high for a service ace instead. Into the Cardinal lettering along the end line. We are at match point, 24-20. It would be poetic if the final Queens touch was off a service error. That's their 13th of the night after 15 yesterday. Canavan to serve, try and end it here. Dug up by Peters, free ball, then PSL sends it right back for the match-ending kill. 25-20 in set 3, 3-0 here in Muncie.
What a forceful way to end the match from Brayden Savitsky-Lind. In contrast to a Queen's service error ending the preceding set. What a match for both teams tonight.
A great effort from the Royals. Every single set except for set 2 throughout this series was close, 25-18 today, but set 1, 25-22, and then lost by 5 here in set 3. Great effort all around. Caden Soar, 17 kills on 31 attacks, 5 digs. Casey Mass stepped up today with 6 kills on 5 digs. Really just relentless play from the Cardinals. Patrick Rogers, double-digit kills again. And, you know, the manpower certainly lacked late in this match after a really long 3-set match yesterday. And it kind of showed this Queens team was tired. They made mistakes, lots of errors, and the Cardinals capitalized.
Yeah, for sure. And another huge applause to this Queens team staying in it the whole entire time. And Caden Soar being the leading man tonight with a new career high with 17 kills tonight, along with a service ace and 5 digs to his name and a 419 clip on the attack. Fantastic game from him to counter the limitations of Casey Moss, who's typically the leading man for the Queens squad. But again, Queens leaving Worthen being winless in any set.
It was great for Soar, too. He beat his career high by 5 kills today, and he got that career high against Charleston in late January. So it's been a great season for him. Great to see the sophomore develop, and for head coach Roger Peluso, having young talent like that, even in losses like this, just seeing them mold into the players that they can be, that's a sign of positivity and something that they can walk out with heads up high.
For sure, and I can see a lot of success in the future for this Queens team. They're extremely energetic. They spread the floor well. They have such fantastic stamina, so I thought maybe coming into night 2, they would have kind of revived and recovered and kind of refurbished themselves to clean up, especially from those service errors, which killed them in the long run. But they have so much energy and so much hope in themselves, and Roger Peluso has done a fantastic job developing them.
Doing a final check around the MIVA, it's a night of sweeps as Loyola swept McKentry, Purdue-Fort Wayne swept Northern Kentucky, and Lindenwood ended up sweeping Lewis in 3 sets, 25-14 the final set win. That's a bit of an upset. Lindenwood number 18, Lewis number 11. The strength of the MIVA really shows, and for both of these teams, the Royals have 6 straight matches against ranked opponents. The Cards have 3 straight. This was a real time for both of these squads to develop, and I think what's best for Ball State today is just the distribution of kills, of points in this one. You're always going to have Machado as your main setter, but who can be the beneficiary of that? In the first month or so, it felt like it was either Patrick Rogers or it was going to be Savitsky-Lind. We saw a lot of different players get action today.
Yeah, and that's something that head coach Mike Iandolo has emphasized this whole entire season, spreading the wealth, which Ball State did a fantastic job doing so. As you mentioned, Mike Iandolo, another new head coach for this squad, taking the reins from Donan Cruz and has done a fantastic job. He emphasizes family in this group. He says, you know, we're all we got in the long run, especially with all of those international players. Queens not having a single international player on their squad. So both of these teams in the MIVA making names for themselves with new head coaches and, frankly, program revivals. So both nights, last night and tonight, have been great showings, and it's been extremely entertaining for us here in Worthen.
All smiles from the Ball State roster, exiting the arena. Have some players, even like Will Patterson, going into the stands to greet family. A happy day for the Cards. Ball State 2-0 in the MIVA. Any final thoughts before we sign off?
I think that this series has just reestablished Ball State as a force in the entire nation. And every single player, they are so dedicated to this team's success, and it shows. Night after night, even in those close calls, they come together and they have really developed, especially having their best start since 2022. So there is so much hope in this program, and every single player, even those on the bench, they are great supporters and great contributors for the overall success of this team. And I'm excited to see them probably make an appearance in the NCAA tournament here towards the end of the season.
A strong win tonight for the Cardinals, and yesterday 2-0 in the series against Queens to kick off MIVA action. 3-0, 3-0 Friday, Thursday. You can catch us on SportsLink Digital next tomorrow for women's basketball, a Sunbelt Conference clash with the Troy Trojans, as that will be a fun one. Make sure you tune in. LJ Shreve and Rowan Elbert will be on the call for that one. So that'll do it for our coverage here at Worthen Arena. Again, your final score, Ball State 3, Queens 0, a clean sweep from your Cardinals. Have a great rest of your weekend. Enjoy the big matchup tomorrow on the women's basketball side. We'll see you next time from SportsLink Digital Radio.
This has been a production of SportsLink Digital Radio.